October is National Pork Month, so the National Pork Board is teaming up with Emmy Award-winning actor Eric Stonestreet to clear up some myths about pig farming. Little fact, before his Hollywood success, Stonestreet actually grew up in Kansas, raising and showing pigs in 4-H. He's now starring in a video series in partnership with the National Pork Board to bust some common myths about modern pig farming. So Eric, let's go ahead and get right into this. What's the biggest misconception about pig farming today that's important for people to know is a myth?
Well, I think it first starts with the misconception of not understanding where food comes from. You know, people have a disconnect from farms, right? People don't know where pigs come from, where the pork on their plate comes from, where the grains in their food comes from. So it starts there, and then it moves into the idea that you hear things like sweating like a pig or a pigsty or flying when pigs fly, sort of negative connotations that you don't really think mean anything, but then, you know, from pork producers' perspective, kind of hurt the pork industry. So, you know, first let's just take sweating like a pig. Pigs don't sweat. Pigs don't have sweat glands, so that's not true right off the bat that you can sweat like a pig. It's impossible to sweat like a pig unless you don't sweat. That pigs are dirty, pigs sty. Pigs are actually very clean animals naturally, and then when you add in the care and the upkeep that the farmers take to make sure they live in clean environments that are well regulated with temperature and climate and food, they're even a more clean animal. And then when you consider that everybody that visits the pig farm has to shower to get into the pig barn and shower to get out, wear special clothes, pigs are very well taken care of and make sure that they live in a clean, healthy environment. So those are just some of the myths that we're busting at pork.org/rural dictionary. You can go there and learn about some of the other myths we're busting as well.
And in addition to pigs actually being clean animals, what else do you wish more people understood about the pig farming process itself?
Well, I wish people knew, you know, how conscientious pig farmers are and how much they care about making sure the animals live with in the best conditions possible and are fed in an appropriate way and not slopped, meaning you've heard the term slop in the pigs. Well, that implies that they're just getting anything that's available to eat, garbage and leftovers and things like that, when nothing could be further from the truth. And just to know that farmers are hardworking people that care about their employees, that care about their animals, care about their families and their communities.
And so after growing up in Kansas and spending time there on farms, what did you learn about raising them hands-on?
Well, I grew up with pigs and cows in Kansas City and was in 4-H, like you said. And, you know, I just learned responsibility. I learned for myself what it meant to take care of something else. Something that relied on me to feed and water them was a huge thing for a 8-9-year-old kid to learn at that age. And it no doubt set me up to help me in my profession, my career, to learn work ethic and toughness and stick to it. And us growing up on a farm, you know, is lots of ups and downs, a lot of sacrifice you make in the mornings, not being able to sleep or watch the cartoons like your other friends did. So I just was living a little bit different of a life at an early age than some of my friends were.
Is all of this something you hope people will learn through this partnership then?
Well, I was surprised as anybody else will be that when I went to the pig farm that I had to shower in and shower out and wear specific clothes. That was a surprise to me. I've had the good fortune and been very blessed to visit sick people in hospitals all across the country and meet them, and I never had to shower to get into a hospital room. And so I was very surprised when I showed up to the pig farm and they gave me a stack of clean clothes and a towel and said, "Go hit the showers, kid, before you can go into the pig barn." That was a surprise to me. So that's something I definitely learned.
And lastly, where can people go to learn more information about modern pig farming?
Yep, go to pork.org/rural dictionary to watch the myth busting videos and learn more about pork producers of America.
All right, Eric, we appreciate your time this morning. Here's a look at that website itself. We'll also have this on our website, LasVegasMorningBlend.com, if you'd like to watch our interview with Eric again.